Every time I think we can't go any lower, I'm always impressed. And I think I want to talk to especially young people out there who are watching this, who might be asking why this is happening, why in 2025 we're talking about this. It's because the people who are in charge, their ideas are stuck in the last millennium. Because it's 2025 and they believe that kids can become gay by reading books, and kids will become gay if they learn that other kids are gay, and kids will become trans if they are in a club or whatever else, because to them it seems like when they started having these clubs, a lot more kids and a lot more people started identifying as LGBTQ, because that's increasing across the nation, the percentage of population that says that they're queer or they're bi or trans or something completely different. It's going up. They don't understand that that percentage is going up, not because of the books, because of the clubs, because of everything else, but because for the first time in a long time, our society started saying, no, we're not going to bully people, we're not going to beat people, we're not going to torture people because of who they are. And so people felt more comfortable about coming out. The real reason we're here is because there's one party, there's one group of people who like making monsters out of others. To tell the world, this is moral decay, this is why society is collapsing, this is why you're unhappy. Not because you haven't gotten a raise in a decade, not because costs are going out of control, not because your school systems are collapsing, not because you don't have a real future. But we say it's because of the trans kids, it's because of the gay kids, it's because of books, and because of drag queens, because all these different things. And they say it's because we're focused so much on gender and sexuality. You know why these clubs talk about gender and sexuality? Because you made it the point. Because for thousands of years, people were killed, tortured, murdered, lynched because of their gender and sexuality. Because people like Alan Turing, who helped us defeat the Nazis by breaking the Enigma code, the father of modern computing, a hero to all of humanity. And after the war, he was persecuted and prosecuted because he was gay. They persecuted him until he took his own life. Nothing has changed in all that time. Because right now, we're still persecuting people because of their gender and sexuality. It is an issue because you made it an issue. Gender and sexuality is an issue because we have parents who will disown their children because of their gender and sexuality. Parents who will beat and kill their own children rather than let them be who they are. The LGBTQ community did not make gender and sexuality an issue until you did. Your persecution of this entire community is based on that, Mr. Schoolcraft. That is why those websites talk about that. That is why there are books about that. Because these kids are dealing with the same things that I dealt with when I was a kid. I watched kids who were different get bullied and beaten. And then when we went to the teachers didn't care. And kids grew up that way. And you know it because you went through the same thing. You watched that happen. I'm sure some of you participated in some of the bullying. And I'm sure you've passed that on to your children too. But that's why we have these clubs, because there is for once a place in a school filled with hate and bullying against these kids. There is now a place where they can go and at least be among people who do not see them as monsters. The real monsters are not kids trying to figure out who they are. The monsters are not the teachers who love them and encourage them and support them. They are not the books that provide them with some amount of comfort and information. The real monsters are in here.
The chair recognizes Ms. Goodwin to speak against the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.